Good afternoon. You have to bear with me today. I've got a bit of a croaky voice. I'm suffering from the flu. I must be the only one that can get the flu during the hottest May bank holiday weekend, or one of the hottest ones on record. I've come up to Dartmoor. I've not been out of the camera for about 2 weeks. I had to get out really. Come to one of my favourite places on Dartmoor. I was going to take some pictures, but I've got all the timings wrong. I've got to the location well too early. This is Emsworthy mire. It's not far from Haytor Rock on the Dartmoor National Park. It's this old barn with these kind of rubble and stones and old derelict outbuildings around it. Just with a few kind of copses and fields, a few trees and stuff around like that. But what makes it really special is all these fields around here, all around the barn, all that is covered to the full to the brim with bluebells. And it normally happens about a month later than the forests get them. So I was hoping by coming up here kind of today, which is around about the 10th of May, they'd be already up, but I'm obviously well too early. So I'm not going to do any pictures of it up here at the moment. It's not really going to do it justice. This is a really nice place when the bluebells are in full bloom. So I'm not going to waste my time. But while I'm here, I will just stick a picture or two up from the last time I was here just to put into this vlog. What I'm probably going to do then is it's about 45 minutes before sunset. I'm probably just going to have a drive about 20 minutes to get to Bowermans Nose, which is a place I have vlogged in the past. But I've never really been that happy with the images I've got there. They're okay, but I've never really had any much kind of nice light in the sky or kind of clouds. And today we do have just a bit, not too much, but a bit of kind of low-lying cloud that might just pick up some of that lovely sunset. So just to quickly show off the area while I'm here, but I'm not going to be getting any pictures. It's a bit of a fail, this location, but I'll get on to the next area and I'll catch up with you then. Right, I'm up at the location. This is Bowermans Nose. This really cool rock formation. I think it's called Bowermans Nose because the very top of it here, when you stand underneath it, and I'll put a picture up, it looks a bit like a nose of a person. There's a really cool story of this. I won't go into it much on this video because I'm running out of light, but I'll link up to a video, one of the first vlogs I did. I think it was probably the first one on Dartmoor actually, and it goes into a bit more of the history about it, some of the folk legends of it, and a bit more like that. I think personally it looks like a baseball cap, but when it was discovered a couple of 100 years ago or documented, they probably didn't have baseball caps, so I can forgive them for that. I'm doing a long exposure now. It's a bit windy. Hopefully it's going to come out okay. I'll just stop that image quickly now. No, hang on, no, I need to get to 240 seconds. There was a bit of colour in the sky earlier, but not a massive amount. Just a bit of red light kind of above it. And I've been trying to do some long exposures just to add a bit of interest to it really, because it's not really got too much going on in the sky at the moment. It has kind of gone a bit cloudy, quite overcast. You can probably pick it up if I re-expose it. So it's not going to be amazing. The clouds have come out quite thick. So I'm trying to do long exposures to add some kind of something different to that, get some smoothness in the clouds. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out at the moment because it is quite windy up here and there might be a bit of shake in the camera. But you never know, we'll see how it comes out. I'm shooting with a 10 stop leaf filter and a soft grad on there just to try and bring some of the brightness out of the sky. And I'm shooting at an ISO of 200 and f9. That is giving me a 4-minute exposure. So it's just coming to the end of that exposure now. So I'll just stop it, see if we can pick it up in the back of the camera and see if it's worked or not. I have a feeling it might have a bit of blur in it just from the wind, but we'll see how it goes. It looks quite good on the back of the camera. I'm just going to zoom in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that considering it's windy. That's sharp, so it probably doesn't look it on the phone. But yeah, it's actually come out really good. Might be able to do something with that in post. It's making it a bit. The new phone actually is quite good. You can re-expose it by touching it on the front camera. Yeah, that might come out quite nice. I'm quite liking that actually. It's got a nice bit of vignetting in the corners, just to add a bit of extra punch to it. So I'm probably going to be doing some of those now. I'll set off another one while I'm talking to you. Just kind of some long exposures. There's no point in putting a polarizer in this really. The sun is kind of too far behind it, so it's not going to have a massive impact in the clouds. And also most of the sun has gone now, it's set down, so it's not going to be making a massive difference by using that polarizer on there. So I'm just going to stick to the filters, get some different shots. I might try and get a different composition as well, see what we can find. I'll put the image up from this, or the best one from the long exposures, and I might try and get a bit further back then just to get some more of a panoramic style kind of wider shot on there. So I'll catch up with you in a minute once I finish these shots. Right, sorry, it's a bit dark now. The phone keeps on messing up the focus as well. So there's a lot of contrasty stuff behind me, obviously, for it to focus on by accident. So can't really blame it too much. And it's quite dark now. Yeah, I went further up. I got a bit of different composition. The only thing is you're kind of limited up here. Is the only problem with this scene, because at this angle here, you actually see the kind of famous shape of it with what kind of to me looks like a mouth and a kind of baseball cap. But as you move further around the rock, it actually gets very boring. There's not kind of any interesting shape in it at all. It just looks like a high stack of rocks. So you've got to try and shoot kind of roughly from this angle. You get a maybe, I don't know, like a 90-degree sweep where it looks good, and after that it starts looking pretty bad. We did get some nice light over here, but it was very cloudy, so none of the colour really came out in it. But looking a bit further around over here is where it went all red. It was really fiery sky here, really nice, but the cloud over there killed it off. It's really annoying. If that thick cloud hadn't been around that bit, it would have been a really nice image. So I'm on bulb mode at the moment for this shot. I'm shooting at an ISO of 400 and an aperture of f9, and I'm shooting, like I say, around probably going to be about 6 to 7 minutes. By working it out on the back of the camera, it says I only need to shoot about 4 minutes, but I know that that is going to be exposing for the sky, and I want to be exposing for Bowermans Nose here, the actual tour. So I'm going to shoot a bit longer, the 6-7 minute mark, to get a bit more light on it. We almost had it today, almost had the amazing light with this composition. It didn't work. We had to go around and change the composition a bit. Really nice to get out. It's pretty cold now, but it's just kind of nice to get out the house, really, especially feeling ill, kind of been stuck in there quite a lot. So I hope you liked the vlog anyway. You found it a bit interesting, and you've liked some of the pictures I've put up. I'll call it quits now. Wait until this image is done, put it up with the others from that I got up here a bit earlier, and yeah, I'll catch up with you on the next one.